Welcome to 2024, everyone. I look forward to sharing with you some incredible stories from incredible people in 2024 all over the world. It's going to be an amazing year. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the water soon. Hi, and welcome to the Boat Princess podcast. My name is Nikki Vo, and I'm your host. I am a boat owner, a marina owner, a director on the Marina Industries Association, and a huge advocate for boating. In this series, I'm sharing the stories from every nook of the boating industry with the intention of encouraging more women to join me and for more women to get behind the helm too. I want to share the experience and opportunities of boating, of the boating industry, and I want you to join me as I bring the conversations and answer all the questions you've had. Boating is not just for the glamorous and rich and famous. It's full of beautiful and interesting people making the most of our natural environment and getting out there, enjoying the waterways. So let's set off the lines, take over the helm, and escape to the world of boating. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Boat Princess podcast. I have a mover and shaker in front of me. We met in Dubai just last, was it earlier this year?
Yeah, beginning of March, yeah.
Yeah, thanks to the beautiful Marcella on board.
Yes, hello Marcella.
Hello, gorgeous girl. Dasha Moranova, it's such a beautiful name, of Dasha Moranova Designs.
Yes, let's call it DMD. It's probably easier. Thank you.
Fair enough. You are an incredible designer that works on both houses and yachts. You won an award recently, didn't you?
Yes, as well. Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah.
We did a beautiful project with Larsen Shipyard. The most innovative and sustainable project, Alice, and I was helping with all interior and a little bit of exterior outfittings. Yeah,
fantastic. So to explain to our listeners that aren't used to buying super yachts, maybe buying a super yacht is quite different to buying a production boat, isn't it? Because there's a lot more design involved in it directly with the client. So can you explain how you get involved and what you do for the client?
Yes, it's very different. So for example, there are only a couple of really, really amazing shipyards which are specified for custom builds. So we start with Larsen, then we have here we are now in Holland. We have Ocean Co, Amels, Fatship Royal Shipyard, and these are kind of the top shipyards in the world who are here for these very special clients who can build their own dream. So every client, it's a long process. So because it's a new build boat, which takes time, so everyone should count with, let's say, 4 years for them to be able to receive the boat from the shipyard. And of course, many people are involved during this build time.
Yeah. So when are you actually engaged in the process? When do you come
from
into
the start, from very, very, very beginning? Because I always say it's so important that we all parties work together as shipyard, naval architects, exterior designers, interior designers. We all should be involved from the very, very start, even so our part as an interior comes slightly later. We can really help with doing very good layouts, which calls general arrangement plan. We can really, more people knows more, and we can collaborate much better with exterior and interior when we really, do these plans together from the start.
Okay, amazing. So, all right, let's go back. You've created your own company, but let's talk about right from the start. When did you get into design? How did your career start?
Oh, that's very nice question. So I'm actually originally from the Czech Republic, which I call, we are from the heart of the Europe, from Prague. We don't have many sea or oceans around.
Yes, that's true.
So it's very unusual. And I studied, I have a master's degree in industrial design, product design. And later on, I focused on interior design. And because I love sea, ocean, and palm trees, and from the childhood, we spent lots of time with my parents in Croatia, and where I could see these beautiful boats.
Yes.
I moved 2016 to Mallorca.
Okay.
And there actually my yachting journey started. Very soon after, thanks to one of my clients, I moved to Hamburg, where I was working for owner side of one very, very famous client. We built Eclipse and Luna. And in the time, Eclipse was the largest private super yacht in the world.
Okay. But how did you actually, I mean, you studied industrial design, but how did you end up in the yacht space? What was the moment that happened?
I think it was just being surrounded by really the right people at the right time, at the right place, and get the opportunity to really change my direction. Interior design is something that I love, and during the Eclipse and Luna time, I was more as a not doing only owner supply, but also interior management. I was helping, really looking after the quality of the build and working directly with the shipyard and designers from the owner side, making sure that everything is according to the plans. And that was the biggest school. I did not study yachting like directly, but being from 7 a.m. till literally almost midnight every day at Blumenfels shipyard, looking and running around the boats and seeing how everything is put together and built together. That was my university, and the second one.
So you literally learned on the job.
Yeah.
But you clearly dedicated.
Well, I was not hired for this. I was not designing at the time.
Yeah.
I was I was looking through Terence Disdale was the main designer of exterior and interior on Eclipse.
Okay.
Who I absolutely adore, and he was literally my teacher. Yeah.
So you had a great mentor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And a man that really supported you and helped you with everything
later on,
that you
exactly.
wanted
So
to
later
learn.
on, I moved to London and I worked for his company.
Yeah.
And later on, I moved to another really big name company, Andrew Winch, which I was part of the build of Dilbar for a little while. And
that's only a little boat, Dilbar, isn't it? It's only little.
Dilbar is a little bit smaller than Eclipse, yeah. So it's 156 meters, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was the start. So then I moved here to the Netherlands, and I actually spent some time also doing helping with designing a 6-star hotel in Qatar.
Yes, I saw that.
So I was working for Marcel Vantes, which is one of these very, very interesting, very nice designers, Dutch designer. I had a team of 30 designers, and I was running our department and designing the hotel.
When was that? That was the Raffles Hotel.
There was
Qatar,
a Raffles Hotel,
right?
exactly, in Qatar. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you were managing a team doing that. When was that?
It's 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
about after that, I decided to set up my own business.
Yes.
I felt I'm old enough and experienced enough, and all the projects came to me nicely. So I thought, okay, it's time for me to be on my 2 feet.
Yes.
And my team. So I have a lovely small team. We are not big yet, but the plan is to grow and to do beautiful things and beautiful designs.
Well, you've really started from the top. You're doing big yachts, and then you're doing 6-star hotels in Qatar, and places like Qatar, they demand a certain level of luxury and a certain level of standard and quality. So you've really you've started from the top, haven't you? and now, so you decided to go out on your own. You've started your own business. How different is that for you to working for somebody else?
It's a big difference, of course. First of all, a lot of responsibility because I have to be able to pay my team. I have to be able to pay myself. I have to be promoting myself, looking after new projects and new clients. So at the moment, we are doing a big refit, 52-meter refit in Croatia. I've been also officially part of the partners with Ocean Co for Simply Custom 80 meters, which are starting now. So everything is step by step. Yeah. We also did a beautiful Senses project, which is a kind of holistic design and with lots of innovative technologies involved, together with Lateral. So Lateral is a company based in London. They are the naval architects, and they came up with an amazing platform free from bulkheads, which really allows the interior or general arrangement plan be done completely different than in the old days. And I love that. I always love to be creative, but also using new technologies and put it all in one place. So we collaborated together on this, and we created an amazing wellness area, which can be seen. And we are planning, actually, we might have a client now for that. So we hope to build it.
Amazing. Yeah, there's quite a trend at the moment, isn't it? The whole wellness areas and spa areas on super yachts and mega yachts.
Yeah. It's always been like this. I think it was always beach clubs and wellness been always there. But I think also thanks to the COVID, it's got even more priority, and people do look after themselves. And, well-being is something what I really, really believe much for, as well as sustainability, the way how we use the materials, what we use, what we surround ourselves with. Yeah, it's key. So
yeah, and I know that's a real key focus for you, isn't it? Now, and that must be nice now that you are your own business, that you can set your standards on sustainability and so on and so forth, and you can say, well, I don't really want to do that. I want to do that because, and obviously the client is directing what you do, but at the same time, I think clients are very conscious of being sustainable and being careful with
not
what they
all
use.
Of them yet. I would say.
Okay.
I think we still have a long run, and even so now, having a very young, new first-time owner for this refit, which we are doing. I feel like there should be some booklet about how to educate first-time owners, because the yachting industry is slightly different than any other industry. And to own the yacht is not only that you can purchase and buy a yacht, which is even that is already amazing, of course, but to run it and to look after your crew and to look after everything, and also to look after the environment and make sure that you have your boat, but you are sustainable with that, yeah. That I think is important. Yeah, that's
created a fabulous little segue there that you've just created there for a guest we also have with us today, and that is Clare Ferandier-sicard.
Yes,
welcome
hello.
So much. You're based in Monaco, and you have created your own company as well. You go-getters, you two, called Environmental Training for Yacht Crew, which you're about to change for your crew as well, because you're expanding, aren't you? Tell us about that business.
Yes. So the company is called ETYC. So yes, for environmental training for yacht crew. We are the first company who design sustainable training for crew members. So since 2019, we jump on board and we train the whole crew together, head of department first and then the rest of the crew. And we teach them a new vision they can take on the board on their own position. And we are supporting them for new decision, new action they can put in place on board to reduce the impact. So it can be from every consumption, water consumption, energy, fuel, but also waste management, reduction of waste amount. And it's all about, reducing the impact of the boat in general during operation.
I love that. So companies usually like yours come around because you've seen a problem, you've tried to solve that problem yourself, and there hasn't been a company or a training or something like that to solve that problem for you. So is that how your company came around?
Yes, absolutely. I was stew on board, like stew and then chief stew during 8 years. And one day I just realized we were using too much plastic on board, and the way we were working wasn't aligned with my value. And I knew the impact of every industry in the environment. The ocean was in crisis, and I decided to train myself to reduce the impact on the environment, to reduce my impact in my everyday duties, and I couldn't find it. So I was looking for it 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, so I can't find it, so maybe there is a way to create it on my own. And this is when it starts. I just decided to create the training. Actually, I didn't want it to be entrepreneur. I was never imagined I would be entrepreneur like ever. I think it came to me. It really came to me. I had to, because I wanted to create this training. So I mean, if you want to do something as a business, you have to create your company. So it came to me, like you become an entrepreneur. You're not like born for being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. That's exciting. So in terms of that training, do you go personally from boat to boat, or how does it work?
So we didn't know, but we had every different situation. So we had a boat where the management came to us and they wanted to attract new clients, new type of client for charter. So we trained a yacht, a crew, to attract new clients only for charter. But there is another way. We had the captain who came to us because he wanted to reduce the impact of the boat in general. So he just decided there is a budget for training, and he put this budget for training the crew and sustainability, and the owner was really happy. I don't really think that the captain asked him. He just tell them, we're going to train the crew to reduce the impact of the boat, and who will say no,
Absolutely.
So when there is a leadership, the captains take the decision. He wants to put to empower his team in this way. Everybody are following. Everybody loves the ocean when we are working in the yachting industry. There is no way to say no to this. And we had another situation where the crew wasn't really sensitive about this, but the owner wanted to train the crew to reduce the impact. So I trained the full crew. And it was really hard because the crew didn't want to do this training. So that was 2 really hard days, yes. I have to say. Yeah. Really tricky and lots of headache for me. And finally, at the end of the day, because during all day I was explaining them not how to do better, but more why doing better, because they didn't feel recognized on this training. And at the end of the day, finally, there was the boat who acted the most.
There you go. You turned them around.
Exactly. And this is what is for me, the benefits of this training is you're just empowering people.
Yes.
You give them the keys to open every doors and just let them doing, because they will do much more better than you.
Yeah. That's a lovely way of putting it. That's nice. So you must feel good. You're making a real and direct impact on a lesser impact on the environment. That must feel good for you.
Yes, but I mean, one day you are just watching what you are doing on your job, and I wasn't proud of my job. I really liked my job. I was cruising. I'm from Caribbean. I grew up surrounded by the ocean. I really love boats. I had my powerboat level 2 before my driving license. So I like that. I really love the ocean. And I really love also working on board the yachts. I enjoy this. I love my team, the crew, the life on board, making very good holidays for the owner. It's really, it's really a special life. It's really something you can imitate in another industry, I feel. And I have to say, I miss cruising right now. Since I left the boat, I really miss cruising. But I couldn't be proud of the job. I was really feeling guilty, and I thought, I don't want other crew feel guilty. I want to give them power. I want to give them solutions. I don't want them to feel guilty, because I saw other crew who was feeling also guilty, and they wanted to stop to work on board. But I want the industry continue to live, to thrive, and for that we need to be better. And to be better, we need keys, we need solution, we need crew who will take that this power on board the boat. And every boat I'm training, there is sometimes a deckhand or a stew, which is not head of department, who wants to take this on their shoulder, and they want to promote this on the crew after the training. We are supporting them during the year. We are auditing the crew. We are supporting them through the decision they are taking, and giving them advice. And we are just not training them and just bye, have a nice day and see you in a few years. We always buy them sides. And I think when you are starting to be in the ETYC community, you will never leave. It's like a family. We really support each other. And it's always for the good and positivity. Every time I come on board, the first sentence I'm saying is like, I'm not here to judge you. And there is no guilty feeling in this room. We are here to find solutions to do better. I'm not here to give you solutions. You will take your own decision, and I will support you on this way.
But you're just giving them guidance and ideas, and mentoring them and knowledge.
Yes, because when you don't have knowledge, you don't know what is better than another solution. So with the knowledge, then you can take your own decision, and also we have to take in consideration that the boat is moving a lot. So what you can do in Europe, you can't maybe do in Australia, you can't do in USA. And this is why we have to empower them, because they will be able to take the best decision depending of the situation, depending of the location, if the boat is in shipyards or using by the guest, if it's at anchor or in the port. This is why telling them what to do is not the solution. It's not working. If I tell you tomorrow, you should change your top because it's not nice, if it's not come from you, you will never do it. It has to be come from the crew, and we have to stay by their side. Actually, there is something like just makes me crazy about is we are pushing designs, engineers, propellers, like everything in sustainability, putting lots of pressure on the crew. They're already working a lot, long hours, really tired, no family life, everything. We know that. And when you go to a port, for example, in France, you go to 3 different ports, the sorting waste is different. So even the single thing, which is sorting waste in Europe, is still an issue. Should not. We should support from land base. We should adapt for the yachts. If you want the yacht to do better, maybe offer them better solutions. So like providers, stop like offering them lots of plastic and lots of stuff from all over the world. And like they know that they can do better, and just give them solutions.
Love that. So there could be a supply company in the future here, couldn't there?
No, we are collaborate with supplies company.
That's a good idea.
But yes, it's not my I mean, everybody has their job and they experience and expertise. Yeah. And our expertise is really on this, but we are supporting and promoting suppliers which are more sustainable solutions.
Taking a break from our interview to just let you know that you can advertise your business right here on the Boat Princess podcast. We have a targeted audience of boaters and those in the boating industry that you can talk to through our advertising, in between interviews, or perhaps throughout the season as a message in our intros and outros. So if you'd like to get involved in getting your business advertised on the Boat Princess podcast, which has a worldwide audience of around 31,000 listeners a month, then we'd love to hear from you. Contact us on info@theboatprincess.com. We offer packages from one announcement on one podcast right up to the entire season. I look forward to sharing a message about your amazing business to our audience. Great. So talking about giving solutions, Dasha, when you're designing for these beautiful yachts, I know you love to focus on sustainable solutions. So can you give me some examples of some options you give to your clients that are better than others?
I think we don't need to go too far if we start with the exterior. I think there's lots of other options for teak. So that's number one. And then you go to interior, and there are beautiful, beautiful finishes which are created in sustainable way, and nobody can even see the difference. Yeah.
So there's talking about, say, carpets, for example. I'm assuming are there different carpets that are sustainable versus not, and
there are
different materials.
So there are really, even I would not like to start with leather, but for example, there's a lot of new options, from cactus created, from plants, there's loads of different options. And I would also mention one company which has actually been here for as I know them, for over 20 years, close to 20 years, Nature Squad, which been these lonely fighters in sustainable design for many years on their own. And now, luckily, there's many amazing companies now, but they use the waste of shells, of the eggshells, cracked, and created absolutely amazing surfaces which are used in many beautiful yachts all around the world now.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I know you work with companies like Heirlooms Linens, because their linens go on forever,
absolutely,
don't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm absolutely proud about these collaborations, because I am designing yachts, but my passion is really about any design. So that's why I feel interior is connected from every single piece, everything matter, every single detail. And you also start with your sleep, yeah? So it's, being comfortable, not only about the environment, but also how you sleep. So we now created collaboration with Heirlooms, with lovely ladies, Ruth and Eva, and all the team, of course. And I designed 3 different lines for them, which we are now sort of producing together.
Wow. So you've actually done a true collaboration of your designs being created by them, that's so exciting.
And we call it the story of nature.
Yeah.
Because also the materials are sustainable, of course. It's beautiful colors. It can be different, different directions, 3 main lines. And we launched it in Monaco Yacht Show this year.
That's amazing. I love Ruth.
Likewise.
I love Ruth.
All ladies. I absolutely also love their the factory or where they produce. So everything is produced in the south of UK, in England, and it's beautiful. It's such a lovely place. Everyone is happy there, and you feel it even on the linen. Yeah, it used to be better.
There's a vibe that comes off the linen.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Yeah,
it's
true.
It really that happiness that they have in being in company and working together and so on, it literally comes through in the product, because it's obviously it's a high quality product, and but it feels absolutely beautiful, doesn't it?
Mm.
So Ruth and I had lunch the other day, which was so nice. She's such a great energy, isn't she?
Great
Ruth?
fun, yes.
Yeah, she's good.
I agree.
And the linens are quite amazing.
But I wanted to say, also with what Clare is doing, and I call Clare, since ever we met in Dubai 2 years ago, the queen of sustainability. She is not only absolutely brilliant person, but also what she's doing, what she's, educating all of us. I actually have a private lesson with her about home environment. Yeah, I have my daughter 11 years old, and I think we need to start there already. You don't need to try to change the world. You have to start from your home, from your own household. Yeah, just small, step by step. And I think this is also really important for us to send a message also to our clients and how we build the yacht. I think it's us designers, engineers, shipyards, who will say this is the way how we need to do it this time. We can't build the boats and everything how we did 50, 100 years ago, because we might not have ocean to swim or to sail in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, that's a must now.
Yeah, it really is a must. Yeah, it's the focus that we need to drive and be on. So Claire, there are some little things that probably all of us can do in our homes, on our boats. Can you just perhaps give us a couple of tips of just maybe 2 things that we could make a difference just by doing?
Yes, sure. The first one would be to choose any products for your body or for the house, for the washing machine, everything biodegradable, which is recognizable by labels. And the best one is the Eco certification, which is in Europe most of the time. But there is some labels in USA and Australia also that you can find. But biodegradable products for me is the must to have at home, even for your body. And the second one would be to buy the most possible locally. Because if you buy a sustainable straw made in China, I mean, there is no purpose, you know? And this is for me, local consumption is the most important. One of the most important, one of the key. So this is the two tips I would give you, which is a big impact because we are buying everyday stuffs. So locally is the best. And we are using products also every day for our house or for body. So yeah.
Yeah. There are actually some great products coming now specifically for cleaning boats and so on.
Exactly.
Specifically designed not to impact on the environment, aren't they?
Yes, but we really have to take a look to labels because there is some products that have great intentions, but they still have no labels or certifications. We really need that to be sure the product is biodegradable and is not harmful for the marine environment in short and long term. So I'm supporting 100%. I met some companies and one especially during the Monaco Yacht Show. We were in the same sustainability stand area there. Nature Safe Marine, they have lots of eco certification products. No perfume, transparent. For me, it's basic. As soon as you have lots of colors, few colors and lots of smells, this is not super nice. Yeah. So yes, I think this is, for me, one of the most important to reduce the pollution of the water and of the ocean.
Yeah, because as Dasha said, the ocean is creating the environment on which we enjoy our yachting and our boating. So if we damage that, then we lose that privilege of the lifestyle that we enjoy. So it really is something that we need to, as a community, focus on because it is what we love. So
and it's what we are paid for.
Yeah.
I mean, no job afterwards. No job. You will have to change like completely differently.
Exactly.
So I don't know already what I'm going to do, but I mean, if we are really concentrate on protecting the ocean and all together, I mean, we can make it. But we really have to focus more and to really work hard.
Yeah.
Because we took a while to pollute this ocean. I think we took like 100 years. Yeah. A bit less. Since 1980, which is the worst, starting like really worse with plastic, single-use plastics, stuff like this. But I mean, we have less time to reduce this impact that we put already on the ocean. So we really have to be fast if we want our children to enjoy the planet and even us, because it's not going to be only for them. It's like 50 years, we'll still be there. I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what we're saying here as an industry, we need to collaborate and do things together. What do you think you two in the future, I know you've become great friends, what do you think you two in the future will do together to make that impact?
First of all, we have same values. So I think that make us create this connection. But yes, I think I can add to Dasha the knowledge of which product, which material is better than another one and how. And Dasha can answer to some of our question, which is what is possible to do.
Yeah.
Because she knows how to organize stuff. I have nothing in design. I absolutely admired her job and her work. She's really talented. And I think design is talent, all about talent. And so I think we can complete it each other and create it, like, for example, a new interior, new boat from a refit, which is an old boat. We can make like a brand new, all sustainable with new material, or refit reuse material, and this kind of reused material can be upgraded. That can be something really beautiful, like much more what we had with the first, material. And with this, we can create a singular yacht, which is unique. And the yacht will be fitted with the ocean and with the nature, and then that will be the best collaboration, I think. Design and advisor, experts for sustainability, material products, and their talents. I mean, because we need this.
So you're two women in the boating industry. You both have your own companies.
I see it coming.
Tell me, what advice can you give to women out there that are potentially in a business working for somebody else at this point in time, and they're thinking about moving out to their own company? Is there any particular thing that you would say to help them do that?
I think, first of all, don't be scared. These men don't bite. And if, you can bite back. But no, 100%. I'm supporting every single female. And I think that's what we need more in these leading, positions. Because yachting it's been a man world for many, many years. And the ladies are there as well. They've always been there, but really behind. And I think it is important to be equal, because the boats are used by females as well, and it's nicer and you can feel that touch as well. And we both have a different views on things, so I think it's beautiful when we can actually share it and explain and collaborate. And that's really important. So don't be scared to enjoy, join this industry and have the company and build your dreams. That's what I'm trying to do, actually, build my dream.
Build your dream. Love it.
On my side, I would say if they are on board a yacht and they want to jump in land base, to really create this base before of knowledge. I mean, when you're on board, train yourself. Any training that could make you more expert in your domain, and then jump on land. Because if you are just jumping from the boat on land straight, you will not be prepared, and then you will be put on the side. So I don't think it's about male or female. Just be prepared for this, because being a business woman, it's not easy at all. It's really difficult every single day. You have to manage your own company. It's super nice because you can say, oh, yes, I can have a lunch and finish at 3 because nobody will wait for me at the office, which is super nice. Yeah. But if you can afford an office with people waiting for you there. So for this, first, be prepared. I mean, you can become an entrepreneur surrounding yourself by really trustful people and who will support you. Try to already onboard a boat, create your own team, not team, but people around you supporting you. Do not hesitate to contact people already in the land and already have business, because actually I will always have my door open for them. I'm sure Dasha is the same. We need supporting by each other. You also are the same, I'm sure. And we need this. So, be prepared, because it's going to be really difficult. But as soon as you are inside and people will recognize your job, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Love it. I always say, and I will be saying at the panel that we're doing at Met's Trade tomorrow, because I'm on the panel for Women in Marine tomorrow morning, that you cannot do it alone.
Never.
And whether it's surrounding yourself with a supportive network personally, or whether it's supporting yourself with a really supportive network professionally, preferably both, then that can really help you rise. And if I do think it's really important as women, unfortunately, we do occasionally come across women that try to clip our wings, knock us down,
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they do exist, and we need to cut them off.
Yeah.
And get them out of our lives if that's what they do. So, so I think that's a really important message, because often as women, it tends to be the chat is about men doing that, but in reality, women also do that. So, supportive networks and us, we became friends since Dubai, right? And here we are in Amsterdam at Metstrade.
Sunny Amsterdam.
Sunny Amsterdam, talking all things sustainability in major yachts, right? So I think it's really important that we stick together,
Absolutely.
and we help each other rise. And that's really, really important to me. That's what I am all about. So it's really lovely that you've come together on this podcast today to
Thank you so much. Thank you. We are very happy to be here with you.
Yes, I agree. Really happy. Thank you very much.
No, it's a pleasure. So on a final note, as we leave, because you guys have got to get back to because you're at the Super Yacht Forum, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about that, the Super Yacht Forum. Quick moment of what you do at that.
Tomorrow I'm going to be part of a panel of speakers during a workshop. The topic is how to measure the impact of the operational side inside a boat.
Fantastic.
So it's my topic.
Yeah.
So there is lots of discussion, lots of workshops, lots of technical sides that we need to know about. We really need to understand more about what is possible to do, what is not possible. And I feel like this is my first time in Amsterdam, I have to say. So my first time in Super Yacht Forum, my first time in Metz. But what I can see since 2 years ago, every discussion now are about sustainability. I mean, before there was one discussion in sustainability and other discussion, but now every discussion they are talking about sustainability. They are included sustainability in it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like more famous topic.
Yes.
We need more actions.
Yeah.
A lot more actions.
Yeah.
Because I feel too many times people were saying like, yeah, but yachting industry is like a small industry in that shipping industry. And we still need to do it.
Especially since we as a yachting industry, we have this big image of, and we are consumers. We're big consumers, right? We're consuming a lot and it's very visible. So, a mega yacht sitting in a marina that gets attacked by environmentalists is a perfect example, because they can visually very clearly see the consumption in that super yacht, can't they?
Yes, it's upsetting, but I do understand them, how they see that. But I would love actually our industry to promote us a little bit better.
Yes.
And also in the sense that, as I mentioned, for example, yes, we are building one super yacht for one owner or his family. The build takes 4 years. But these haters, which I can call them like that, should really consider the fact that in that 4 years, there are billions or thousands and thousands of people who are employed. The shipyards, the artisans, the craftsmen, like so many people which have amazing jobs, which are well paid, they can see the beautiful products. If I would talk about artists, for example, or that project might not be able to be built or to be produced otherwise. Yeah. So I think that we also have to consider all of that. That I have a job, we have jobs, we creating something for somebody which is beautiful and they will use it. Yeah. So there are two views to look at that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I did comment that exactly on a post that was about let's think about this. Let's think about how many people, right from the people that make the linen, the cutlery, the everything on that super yacht, somebody has had a job that's ended up.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're providing for their family and they're living their lives and so on and so forth. So there's a lot more to be thought about. We can absolutely do it better. There is no doubt of that. And we need to do a lot of work on that. But yeah,
I will give you an example. We trained Savannah, the crew of Savannah, at the beginning of the year. And so everybody knows that Savannah is already a type of boat designed to consume less. So the range is a fed ship, 83 meters, is an hybrid already. So this boat typically is already consuming 30% less than the same range of boat. But after the training of the crew, they decided to put HVO, which is biofuel, and they reduced the impact of the boat, like the pollution of the boat, by 80%.
That's fantastic.
So that means we can act, and with what we are developing with the digital platform, with public profile for the boat we trained, we will be able also to communicate. So then we will be able to see which boats are doing what to reduce the impact on our environment. Because people out there are just watching big boats. For them, they don't need that. They just need to be secure in the future life for their family and children. The day there will be a war because of climate change, they will have to move from a town to another town because of this, like immigration, climate immigration. They don't care about big boats. I mean, we have to communicate better when there is action, not communicate when there is no action, which is greenwashing. But what is really important is to give the opportunity to the boat and to the crew, which is really acting, to communicate their actions and to show to these people that there is action taken. And this is the result. This is why I think it's a collaboration, communication from everybody, every side. Because I give you an example. Numbers. A normal person in Europe is producing 8 tons of CO2 emission per year. A billionaire is producing 2,000 tons a year, but a billionaire with a yacht is 9,000 tons. So you see the impact of a yacht in one person. But what people forgot to add is like, it's not only one person. There is 40 crew living on the boat, or 20. So this 20 should be added, to this calculation, because they are not having any impact on land because they're living on board.
Yes.
And also when the boat is on the port, they are connected to the dock, so they are no polluting at all. So I get that. It's just visual. We are a target. This industry is a target. And they wanted to be a target. Actually, not target, but they wanted to be seen by people to show how amazing is it. It's like exclusive yachts, amazing product. So if we want to stay this amazing industry, we have to make it greener.
Yes,
that's
absolutely. And your company will actually do that, won't they? When you put your training in place, your company will visually show the rest of the world.
Exactly. Yeah, we are designing. We're designing right now the digital platform. We are startup incubator in Monaco, created by the Prince. And then, yes, we are designing this platform. Especially for the boat, we are launching in 2024. I don't know which months already, but my CTO is working on this. So yes, we will give them the opportunity to communicate, to reduce the risk of activism, especially, and also to show to other boats which is not acting, there is a way to act, there is solutions, and they will see what other boats are doing, and they will
create a trend.
Exactly, they will try to do the same. Yeah. Because we all want to be on the top, no?
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Dasha. Thank you, Claire, so much for being here today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I have to say, I'm sending all my beautiful sunny regards to all your listeners on the other side of the world. I love Australia. I love Sydney. I happened to be traveling, when this is already 24 years ago, when I was 20, traveling around all East Coast during the Olympic time. So I seen Sydney prior and during the Olympic Games, and it was amazing. And just working at the farms and traveling, hitchhiking through your country. Loved it. It's amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, it is a pretty special country, Australia.
And everyone is so nice, so smiley, so happy, beautiful people. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely. But yeah, this podcast goes all over the world now. It's massive. So we're really proud.
Congratulations.
Thank you. How many people listen to this all over the world? And I literally have people walk up to me now in random places in the world to say, love your podcast. And that's a bit surreal.
Very nice.
But it's a really nice thing to happen because you really feel like you're making a difference, which is, it's really nice.
When you are doing your passion, you are making a difference and people can feel it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? So, Dasha, tell me, where can we find you?
So you can find me anywhere in the world. I love to travel. But my website is dashamoranova.com. On Instagram, the same, Dasha Moranova, and we are Dasha Moranova Designs. But that's probably the same LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
She's everywhere.
No.
So just to spell out her name for you, that's DashaMoranova. So thank you, Dasha. And now, Claire, where can we find you?
So on Instagram for our community, you can find us on ETYC Yacht. Same for Facebook. And on the website is www.etyc.fr. And we will upgrade, I would say, our website in the next year. So we will keep you updated for this.
Wonderful. Okay, so check them out, guys. They are both incredible women doing incredible things. So we'll end on that note, everyone. Get out there and do your passion.
Very nice.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening, everyone. That was another great episode of the Boat Princess podcast. I will see you on the water soon. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. It really is a privilege to have your ears with us for every episode. Thanks to our sponsors, also Quality Marine Clothing. If you would like to become a sponsor of the Boat Princess podcast and join them, then please do contact us by emailing info@theboatprincess.com or send us a DM on Instagram, The Boat Princess. We have a great following on Instagram, and of course the podcast is extremely popular worldwide. So you're reaching an amazing dedicated audience that loves boating and loves working in the boating industry, or perhaps is considering joining the boating industry. So it's a fantastic audience, and we hope that you'll join us in sponsoring us.